What's up, y'all? JuniorFrmTheFam. I got another interview for y'all. This one was kind of delayed. We were supposed to do this one last week, but I had a little tummy issue. I had a little trouble. We're going to say that right there. But Kat, we in the building. I got Kattolac Jones with me. What's up?
John?
What's up? Thank you for hopping on. Nice seeing you. Nice seeing you always. So let's get into it. Let's dig deep. This interview is kind of like, I don't know if you've seen some of the other ones, but digging behind the souls of the artists. So anybody viewing, get to know you a little bit, your background, your description, your identity. You know, they know who they following. You know,
for sure,
or potentially following. So for any new viewers or past viewers, thank y'all for tuning in. Let's do it. These ones going all year. This is the last one of the year 2025. I can't wait till I get the whole podcast set up so I can have the sound like all the horns and shit. I can see it. It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit. For real, for real. But you from Saginaw, right? Born and raised?
Much from the Sag.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about the music scene back in the younger days, like when you first entered into the music scene, whether it be choir or instruments or the studios or rap. Like when you first entered into the scene, because a lot of we young, we don't know nothing, like we don't know our history for real. So give us a little bit of our music history if you got something for us.
Man, I think coming into the music scene here in Saginaw, back then it was more competitive. So I came in through competition, through doing talent shows and things like that. As far as like actually doing music, Charles Sparks had Apple Pie Studios going on, and my brother was doing stuff from his label, and he found out I could sing. And so he took me in there, and I, started doing an album with Charles that we never finished. Right. I was so young.
Yeah.
But my mother and her twin, they were in bands when I was growing up. So music always been around me.
Right.
My brother did music. Like, we just a musical family.
Okay. You got any instruments under your belt?
I took piano and vocal music at the Center for the Arts and Sciences, but I just couldn't pick. I was more there for the vocal than I was anything. I just did what I could do to pass through the keyboard part, which now that I got arthritis a little bit, like I'm kind of happy that wasn't like my passion. I would have been sad as hell. So God do everything for a reason. He ain't put that in my stomach. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
When you sing, and I had a full register, so a full vocal ladder is you are an instrument. So it's like any sound the instruments can make, you can make with your voice. So it's just like, I didn't feel like I needed it at the time.
Absolutely. And you said it was a little competitive back then. Was it a lot of they do rap battles, stuff like that back then, or no, not that kind of
really like rap battles. It was probably in like the D shit like that. When we go visit the D, they had rap battles and stuff like that. Saginaw saying it was more or less like talent shows. Showcases, things at the temple, things at the civic center, things at the Civitan Recreation Center. You had Martin Luther King talent show every year that was citywide that everybody would come and try out for. Just a lot of different competitions. I just liked to compete. That's what my family had trained me up to compete. So didn't hardly ever, have any issues with winning none of those. So it was fun. Sure. Very fun.
If somebody asks you about the 99 Saginaw, how do you describe it?
Multifaceted. There's many different types of people here, many different genres of music here. Just so much talent. It's so much talent here. So multifaceted.
Okay. And growing up in the city, how would you say it shaped you to the woman you are today? Like not just with music, but personally and as a leader, a leading female figure, and like. How did Saginaw shape you to become who you are today?
It made me well-rounded, and it made me strong. I dealt with so many different situations so young, and so many different types of people. You kind of master people and their motives and how they coming at you, and you figure out when you go into the world that people is basically the same everywhere you go. So you can kind of pick up on shit a little bit faster. So I think my city made me more apt to be able to be good in my surroundings and know what energies was wrong and right. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I can agree. What schools did you go to growing up in the Sag? Tell us some of your schools.
I went to Long Street Elementary School. I went to Bridgeport Middle for a little bit, and Central Middle. Went to Saginaw High for like a couple days. Ended up at Bridgeport High School, and then Center for the Arts half a days too. Okay. Yeah.
That's where you graduated from, Bridgeport in the arts.
I actually locked up. I was locked up and incarcerated. I got my GED.
Yeah.
But cool. Yeah, I went to school probably to like the 11th grade and got wrapped up in life. You know what I mean?
Right. Absolutely. I'm knowing. Okay, what's some a lot of people might know you for your singing or your great personality on the screens or just in person. But for some of those people viewing right now that only know you for those things, what's some things about you that people don't know about you that you like, other talents or hidden hobbies or interests that you like on your free time that you do or anything?
I do most of everything. That's something that people don't believe till they see me actually doing it. Like I do art, I do sketches, I do paintings. I went to college for photography and art. Shit. I love cars. I like to fix on cars. Like I cook. Most of my jobs have been cooking or bartending. So it's just like so many, anything creative I like to get my hands in. I've always believed that if you like something, you learn to do it. That way you don't have to depend on anybody else to do it for you. So I do hair, I do nails, I do dreadlocks. I do so many things that are creative. I thank God for those blessings and seeds in me. My family placed those seeds, and He naturally gave me to, you know.
Jack of all trades, and I be praising God that I be meeting other jack of all trades, and be like, yes. Yeah, for sure.
We help sharpen each other's blades, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. What's this way?
Steel on steel.
What's one thing, like situation in your life or moment in your life you had to overcome, or like an obstacle or a challenge that you had to survive before you really elevated or found yourself?
Oh, that's a big one. That's a good question, Junior. I'll say that it's different devils on every level. And in every season, you face an obstacle that you have to come over in order to be better for the next season. So it started out obstacle of growing up, getting past being in the streets and, you know, hustling. I was a tomboy, just doing boyish stuff. Getting my head in the game to be in the professional world and actually working and things like that. Becoming a mother was an obstacle for me. The things I went through as a mother was a huge obstacle for me. Going to jail was an obstacle I had to overcome. Illness has been the biggest obstacle that I've had to overcome, besides probably relationships.
Right.
You got to watch the relationships you put yourself into, because they can stagnate you from being great in your season. And you can miss your entire season just because somebody got you distracted. So we got to learn to put love and emotional maturity enough to know where it should be and where it should not, and what it should stop and what it shouldn't stop, you know? So that would be like my greatest advice from the obstacles that I went through in my life, even with everything, the way you love people and how much power you give them over your day, your attitude, all of those things are what determines how far you go and how fast.
Right. Absolutely. And with my observance over the last few years, this is what I be saying. Like I told Blue Moon, in my opinion, she like the queen of the music, and said you like the godmother of the music. So with that being said, what do you envision or want for the Saginaw music scene, and outside of the music scene, just the youth of Saginaw, like the future of Saginaw? So music related and just, you know.
Good questions, Johnny. What do I want as far as the music scene? I want more unity, more platforms for you guys to have to come on. I want for our city to respect our artists and pay them, and realize that this is not just our passion, but this is a lot of us, our living and our way of life. This is how we make money. This is how we entertain and go through therapy and all that. You're supposed to be wanting to love us and offer those things for us right here at home.
Absolutely.
So I want to see better support from each other in Saginaw, so that we can grow, get something big going, the Motown thing. Right here in Saginaw, and like a locomotive, just we got enough engine fuel within each person out here to shoot through and past everybody.
For real.
But as far as we gonna be divided, the machine can't work without all the pieces there.
Right.
So if you if you the caboose of this train and you don't want to hop on with us, you know what I mean? We might not move as fast, or you know what I mean? Like, whatever part you play, whatever mechanism you are within us as a unit of Saginaw movement, you're needed.
Right.
So if you somebody who can tell a story and it changed lives, if you somebody that's motivational, if you somebody that's thugged out that make people be able to relate, whatever part of the engine that you make from us, you're needed. Because there's somebody in that lane waiting for you. But if we get together, we'll move faster.
Absolutely.
And way further.
Yeah. All right. Let's dig a little bit deeper on you some more. If you could describe your sound, your music sound in 3 words, how would you describe it?
Your music sound. Unique. Well thought. That's more than 1 word, but God sent.
I like them for sure. All right, and then let me think. Your artist name, Kattolac Jones. Did you get it? Just kind of like something you came up with, or is there definitely deep meaning behind it?
My brother started calling me that. He say, "Cat, you smooth like a Kattolac, but you like a pimp."
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, what? He like, your pimp name, Kattolac Jones.
Yeah.
And it caught, and my whole family called me this. He either called me KJ or he called me Kattolac Jones. So when I thought of reinventing myself from being broken out of a domestic abuse situation and being hurt and having to reinvent myself, I thought, like, I gotta get back to being Kattolac Jones. He look at me like, you ain't finna cry, you ain't finna do this, you Kattolac Jones. What the hell you mean? It's my brother, it's how he talk to me. You know, so I thought to myself, I say, I gotta be her again.
Yeah.
I gotta reinvent. Right. I gotta get back to basics, but make it better. You know, I done went out here and I done gained some nutrients that I could put back into that ground that was hurt.
Right.
You know, and love myself like I should and move how I should. That's the greatest thing you can have. The greatest love you can have is your love for self and God. If you don't love those 2 things, you can't properly love anybody around you.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I know you got a lot of music out. So think about one of your songs overall, or a specific lyric from your song that touched deep, that came from a true place. Share that with us.
Yesterday is gone. Today is where we fucking got it. That's my shit. Don't let it slip away. We can't do shit about yesterday. We don't know what the fuck gonna happen tomorrow. All you got is the moment that you're in right now to make great. And they link together and make greatness.
Right.
So you gotta let things go. That's already happened. You gotta focus on the future, but make sure you're doing the stuff today to get there.
Right. Okay.
You know. So.
Got you. Do you ever feel like giving up?
Yeah. Everybody do, I think.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure.
Life can be a motherfucker. It be life. Yeah, you just go in the closet like, punch all your clothes. Like,
for real. In the car, hitting the steering wheel.
What's wrong with this motherfucker?
Laying it out.
You cool?
What stopped you from reaching up the farthest bottom?
My children, my grandchild, thinking what it'll do to them if I give up, what ripple that will cause in the river of my legacy.
Right.
They may all give up behind me, and then my legacy would die. Everything I put into this pain and everything will be in vain. Nothing will live on if they give up too. So when I live, I move for them, and I move for me too, but more so for them because they gotta be here still when I'm gone. So I want them to make it.
Right.
And I want them to know how it looked to be strong through so much and still make it.
Right.
You know,
still keep a smile on your face.
Still keep it. Yeah. Keep your energy and your attitude. I try to stress to them all the time. You can go through the most terriblest shit, but how you choose to react to it and your attitude about it will change the whole situation of how it make you feel.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
even the other people involved, they probably
like
expected
I ain't finna argue with you. Instead, I'm gonna pray.
Yeah.
For you, babe.
You know
what I mean? Yeah. I'm gonna be like, this bitch is diabolical. But like for real, sometimes the greatest weapon you can use against somebody is prayer. Just tell them like, man, I'm gonna pray for you that you start seeing things a little differently because you got me messed up. Right. You know what I mean? Like sometimes that's the attitude you just gotta have, man.
Right, absolutely. I got to deal with you a little bit deeper outside of music with the Beyond the Stars. We got more community, driven, and I mean that's when we really got to messing with all types of people. Like we was talking about these different types of artists and genres. They go even further than that. It's everybody who, like, at the top of the pinnacle of everybody's individual life, everybody got their own need or their own big dream or aspiration or what they want done.
Their own perspective.
Yeah, their own perspective. What's your biggest, like, dreams or aspirations in a perfect world, so to speak? What do you want to have complete for sure?
What do I want to have complete? Like as far as music?
No, like just big, like beyond. It could be music, but beyond that, like once you comfortable, what does comfortable look like to you?
What does comfortable look like to me?
Like when Eric, like you, like I'm all right now. Now I can relax and
Mental balance. No matter where you are, good or bad, if your mind ain't right, you're gonna be in a fucking hell.
Right.
So like a perfect world to me is everybody's mental being right. Because if your mental's right, your body's right, your way you go about things, less things gonna happen. You're gonna think about everything right. I would wish mental illness away. Yeah.
Absolutely. Why should people, like some people that's not already following you now, follow you today instead of waiting on later down the line or bandwagoning other people once you blow? Why should they follow you right now today?
Why? Because in a world full of negativity and ratchetness and gangster music and all of those things, I'm going to bring a little beauty and sunshine in that thing and show you something positive. I'm going to give you something to wake up to and smile instead of think deep and cry. So I might give you some of that too, but you never know what you're going to get with me, so you want to stay tuned.
Absolutely. You always kept it real. Thank you for hopping on for sure. Like I said. Any of your handles that you can drop for me, like Facebook, TikTok, and whatever you got, can you share some? I know you got, the Creative Corner. Share all those with us. I'll definitely put the links down. But
KJ the Great 989 on Instagram for sure. Hot Red 80 on Snapchat. TikTok, you just look up Catherine Rivers, I'm pretty sure. If not, I'll make sure you get the handle. Really, if you put Catherine Rivers in on anything, my social's going to pop up. And there's also a link tree in the bio of my Facebook. I'll take you straight to everything.
Thank you for hopping on. Like I said, any last words you want to give to them before we bounce?
Yeah. Love on each other. Take the time to love on your people because tomorrow ain't promised. Make sure you take hold of everything you can today, just in case.